Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush and another collage. This time more flowers. I decided to collage from this photo reference that I took of a Mother's Day present of a container of live tulips that my daughter gave me. And tulips, you know, they faded quickly, but the photo reference and definitely this collage will live forever, or at least live longer than the tulips did. Being that the bulbs were in the pot, I went and planted them later out in the garden. But we have rodents. Gophers, I guess, really enjoy tulip bulbs, and so they don't do well here in this Central Valley of California. Unless you can find a way to keep the gophers away from them. It's a pitiful shame, because they're such pretty flowers. I find I can't even really plant garlic if I've got gophers in the yard. Because they eat the garlic as well. So as you can see, I've sped this up quite a bit because I take my time and really make each piece fit around the perimeter of my drawing, which takes time, of course, and I think I spent somewhere between 7 and 8 hours altogether on this particular collage, and that would be pretty boring for you to watch, so I've shortened it to about 10 minutes. However, it's not boring for me to do. I love it. The challenge of it, the intricacy of cutting the pieces and making them fit, of finding just the right tonality and hue and value of the different pieces, plus even incorporating some photographs. I've got bags and bags of old analog photographs that I have taken, naturally, of everything from a cloudy sky to flowers to landscapes, pictures of cows. I just took photographs of everything. And in this new digital age, I have scanned most of those photographs and have the digital version on my computer, and I see no reason to keep the physical copies, and so I've started cutting them up and incorporating them into my collages as well as the magazine pieces and old calendar pieces, wherever they can fit. You see that photo there in the upper right corner, that upside down, but is a photo I took at the Huntington Gardens in Southern California. And the greenery works perfectly for the shadows in my tulip leaves. The sculpture, I believe, is of Shakespeare, which I may or may not incorporate into any of my collages, but we'll see. Now these tulips in the background, I didn't want to put much detail into them because they're not the focal point. So I just glued on pieces in general. You know, a funny story. This morning, I opened my windows to get some cool air into my office here, and was getting ready to do this voiceover so that I could tell you the story behind these tulips when a neighbor opened his windows and started playing his music quite loudly. And so I had to close my windows in order to do this voiceover, or you would be getting a very loud rendition of my neighbor's favorite music. It's a shame, but it's a world full of noise pollution, I must say. So here, the tulip that's hanging over a little bit, that's going to be my focal point. So I'm going to spend a lot of time cutting little pieces and making it more detailed. These were Rembrandt tulips, so they're all ruffled with an assortment of colors, pinks and reds and oranges and yellows. And so as you can see, I'm going to have to put a lot of little details into it. Unlike the roses, where each petal is very round, separate but round, this tulip's only got about 5 petals, or is it 6? And yet each one has got so much detail, so many ruffles. I ended up spending several hours on this one tulip. And I can't work on the project without thinking about my daughter who gave me these little flowers. Thank you, Kim. So last Sunday was Mother's Day, and I was looking forward to seeing my mom, who is 92, going on 93 in July, and my daughters, who all live in the same town, and, well, not all my daughters, but my daughter and her children, one of them. One daughter and 5 children, anyway. And I didn't get to see them. They all got colds and couldn't come. They didn't want to infect my mother with any kind of infections. You know, at 92, I guess any little thing can be quite serious. So I really missed out getting to see my daughter and her children. So I'm going to put a few more shadows in it, but there it is, all done. There's the focal point. What do you think? And of course, being a collage, I added a few other things, a few words. Drawings and photos, all done. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. I certainly appreciate everyone who watches and subscribes. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.